everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Meredith E. Phillips. I'm a writer, reader, and bunny mama, and we're talking about writing during the holidays. There are a bunch of holidays coming up. For me, it's going to be Christmas and New Year's are of course the big ones. I know there's other holidays that you might be celebrating with your family and friends, but regardless of what holiday you're celebrating, whether it's this month or some other month during the year, it can be hard to keep up with goals or benchmarks that you've set out for yourself, especially with something like writing. So I have a couple tips for you if you're trying to get some things done when it comes to writing over the holidays. Now, I will say, in my mind at least, when it comes to holidays and spending time with friends and family, that really should come first, I think, most of the time. And stuff like writing, especially if it's a hobby for you and you're not an author who's under a deadline from a publishing company, you can cool it a little bit and just take it easy and get to it when you get to it, if you get to it. But I also understand that a lot of people take time off during the holidays, either from work, or if you're still a student, you might have time off from school. And this might be a time when you don't have other commitments. You don't have the regular work hours, you don't have the schoolwork and the studying that you have to do when you're at school. And this might be a great time for you to get in some extra words if that's what you're trying to do. So if you are still wanting to do some sort of writing, making progress in whatever your project is over the holidays, here are some things that might be helpful. First, I do think it's important to prioritize. Even if you want to get some work done on your writing, spending time with family maybe should come first, at least some of the time. There's a lot of special stuff that goes on during the holidays, and it's a lot of times it's like once a year. So if you skip it, I don't know if that's the best choice. You can do what you want, but try to prioritize and do the things that are really going to be important to you and that you might feel like you missed out on if you skip it. Next, give yourself some grace. If you have a long list of writing related stuff that you want to get done over the holidays and you don't get half as much done because you were busy watching Christmas movies with your family, it's okay. Give yourself some grace. Move those tasks to another week, another month, and get to them later. The next thing I would suggest is to be realistic with yourself. Think about ideally what you would like to get done over the next week or two, and then make your actual goal half of that. So if you tell yourself you want to revise 10 chapters or you want to write 10,000 words, give yourself a goal of 5,000 words. Give yourself a goal to revise 5 chapters instead of 10 or whatever it might be, because there's things that come up during the holidays, sometimes unexpected, that you're really going to want to go do, and then you don't want to feel like, oh, I got to go write, or oh, I got to do this. Make your goal much less than what you really are ideally hoping to accomplish. If you're really set on getting some work done, you might need to make some sacrifices, and that might involve staying up later than everyone else in the household, or it might involve getting up earlier than everyone else in the household. There's something that's really magical in a lot of ways about those early morning hours. It's just you. There's nothing to be distracted by, or at least not as much to be distracted by, and it can be a really great time for some focused work time. For me personally, I know getting up earlier is better than trying to stay up later. I get to a point in the evening where I might still want to stay up and like watch TV or do some sort of mindless stuff like that, but writing is an activity that you do need some brain power to do it. And if I try writing or writing related stuff really late in the evening, my brain's just done for the day and it doesn't work for me. So even though I hate getting up early is better for me, and I can drink some coffee and do some writing. I usually get better results from getting up early rather than staying up later. But again, do what works for you. The other thing you could try is setting a specific time every day when you're going to sit down and do some work, and you have to tell other people. So if you've decided that you want your time every day to be 3 in the afternoon, between 3 and 4 in the afternoon, tell your family, tell the people you're with, hey, at 3 o'clock for an hour, I'm going to close the door to my room and try to get some work done, please help me stay accountable for that, or please don't bother me while I'm doing those things. If you tell other people, they can be an accountability partner for you. And when you're in a house with other family members and no one's really going anywhere because pandemic times, that might be a really great way to keep you doing that every single day if that's what you want to do. If you do something like that where you're setting aside a specific time every day, make sure you're going to a place in the house that is quiet and alone from everyone. You don't want to try to pull out your computer and sit on the sofa while Love Actually is on the TV and your grandpa's over there playing chess with your nephew. Like, it's not gonna work. Find a separate room and try to sequester yourself a little bit for whatever that chunk of time is you've set out for yourself. The other thing you can do is join live streams. There were a ton of live streams, of course, in November for NaNoWriMo. In December, there will definitely be less live streams going on, but there are still live streams going on. There's quite a few that people have already posted. If you have an AuthorTube channel and you have live streams coming up in the month of December, please post a comment below so that people can go to your channel and find those live streams if they are so interested. But having a live stream also means having a specific time where you're going to attend this thing. And sometimes live streams can be a great way to get a lot done in a relatively short amount of time because it's a very focused kind of activity where you're with other people doing the same thing. So look around for some of those when it gets to be closer to the holidays. The other thing you can try is getting out of the house for a little bit. This might be a little more risky. Depends on what is going on exactly in the world and in your particular area. But if you can safely go to a coffee shop or even a library, I know a lot of libraries are closed right now, but if you can get out of the house and go somewhere else and do writing in that other place, that might be also helpful to remove yourself from the distractions that your family might be kindly providing for you. The last thing I would say is do not compare whatever you get done to the things that other people get done. There are some people who are going to go home for Christmas break or take time off of work and they're going to get a crap ton done in the final week of the year. And it's going to be very impressive and you can clap for them and pat them on the back and congratulate them, but don't look then at your own work and feel bad about it because they did more than you. That's not fair. Be proud of whatever it is that you're able to accomplish, whether it's a lot or whether it's just a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you have any particular tips and tricks for writing over the holidays. Do you have plans to try writing over the holidays? Let us know that too. I'd be interested to see what you are trying to get done in the time you have off from regular life stuff. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, except this month I'm not posting videos on Christmas Day or New Year's Day, which are on Fridays. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye. But regardless of what holiday you're celebrating, whether it's this month or some other month during the year, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out this video up here. I make a little bit of an announcement at the beginning of that video related to the Q&A video that will be coming out on the 18th. Okay.